Hello, are you here to debate?
I am.
All right, what's your name and how old are you?
I'm Jay, and I'm 33.
All right, Jay, what do you lose by calling trans women women?
So I just, I've grown up my whole life that woman is an adult female. So that's, trans women aren't adult females.
I would just, sorry, cough there. I would just say, why can't we expand upon that definition to include trans women into the definition of woman? Why does the definition of woman have to be an adult human female?
I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, I don't know why we got to go changing it.
Well, yeah, we change definitions all the time.
Well, I mean, like a car is a car. Like
car didn't actually car. The definition of car actually changed over the years. It didn't used to mean automobile. It used to mean horse-drawn carriage. So we changed the definition of car when we realized, hey, there's something that fits into what a car is, but is not what it currently is. So we expanded the definition. Why can we not do that for women?
Because then where does that leave adult human females?
As one of the definitions. We just add, words can have multiple definitions.
Okay, so then what about in all this, trans women tricking men?
I don't believe anyone's being tricked.
A lot of the times they won't tell them, and then you get there, or some guys get there, somebody gets there, and there's something extra that they weren't expecting. What about that scenario?
Are you attracted to the person?
I mean, there are some very passable trans women. I'll give them that. There's some very.
If you are attracted to them, and they're attracted to you, who's being tricked? You are attracted to them.
Well, do you believe when I'm assuming it's a woman with, adult female, and then when we get to the last second where I'm expecting something else to be there, that's getting tricked as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so you have a genital preference. Let's say the trans person has had bottom surgery, so they have the genitals you like. Then what's the issue?
Well, I mean, I guess you're right. At the end of the day, it's all kind of the same when the lights are out, right?
Yeah, here's the thing. If you have a genital preference, that is totally fine. That is valid. If you go, well, I just don't like penises. Okay, nobody is going to fault you. But if they have the genitals you like, and then you're still like, well, I don't like them just because they used to identify as men, I don't like them. That's when the issue is. But if everyone's the same when the lights out, listen, I got no problems with that. A nut is a nut, am I right?
I mean, we could change that definition to be something else, though. It could change over time. It couldn't be a nut.
Well, most definitions do change over time. Either like science gets expanded, or like, we find a more understanding, like sociologically, like these things happen, right? So that there's no, if one of the things to know when we're having discussions on like logic and someone goes, well, I believe X should always mean this, right? This is what we call in the debate world a fallacy. Specifically, it's an appeal to definition fallacy, which is saying that the dictionary or the definition of a term as it appears in the dictionary is all you need for the argument, right? This even the dictionary itself, Oxford and Merriam-Webster go, our definitions change. When we notice society changes, we change our definitions. And they have. Both Oxford and Merriam-Webster have changed or have added and expand upon their definitions in regard to gender, sex, men, women, and the like.
But I would venture to ask how much of that is due to wanting to adhere to societal standards of being inclusive and accepting, as opposed to how much is it that they actually believe that the definition has changed.
Really quick before we keep going, I realize I didn't ask you your name and age at the start. Can you just provide me your name and age?
You did. My name.
Oh, you said it was J33. Got it. Sorry, my apologies. Chat made me think I didn't ask. I definitely did ask. Okay, so I don't think it really matters if society forces change, right? Like we forced change by like freeing the slaves and allowing black people to like work and have jobs and own property, right? We forced change when we made it so that women could have bank accounts. We forced change when we made it so that gay people could get married, right? I don't think there's an issue with society forcing change, especially if that change leads to more like inclusivity.
Well, no, I guess you're right. I guess more inclusivity isn't technically a bad thing to include more people, but no, I mean, okay, fair enough.
All right, was that all done, Jay?
Yeah, I just see people saying the Earth is flat, and I would just like to say that whether the Earth is flat or round, it's still the Earth, right? It's not like the definition of Earth changed based on the shape. Like, it's still the place where we live on. So I don't understand how flat Earth would be relevant, but I just like to say.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Well, Jay, thanks for calling in, and thanks for being open-minded, Jay. You might be the only person today that has been.
I appreciate you thanking me for that.
All right. Man. You have a good rest of your day.
You too.